Hey guys, it's the Tin Man here. I thought I would I'd help give you a little bit of understanding on the original origins of a branch. This one looks like it's some kind of an evergreen tree. I don't know. There's lots of cones, pine cones around here, so maybe it's a pine of some sort. I got a lot of the branch here. The most important part is this part. Now, I don't know if you know this, but just a household pin, you know, one of those pins that you might pin up a curtain or pin your kids' clothes before you sew them up or something like that. I don't know why Stanley Park allows that. They should be having to go away from the park and around. But anyways, back on track here. Those safety pins have approximately 50 pounds of shear strength right at the wall. Like if you were to want to break them off, you have to put like 50 pounds straight down in that spot, not throughout where it's bending it or anything, right there to be able to break it. It's a lot of weight, just sheer weight, just holding right there. You could hang your kid from it, no problem. Anyway, so regular branches that are core branches have tremendous shear strength themselves. It's engineered into them, and it's much stronger than how I described that pin there. When you start to get up into sizes like this, it's a huge abundance to be able to make this actually break. And this was probably sitting something like that and growing off of the tree, growing from the tree. So let's just say the middle of the tree was over here somewhere. The core of the tree, and that's where it gets some certain amount of food nutrients, water nutrients, and it also gets nutrients of water through itself also, and it also gets the sun nutrients. One of the most important we have to always focus on is that, because we somehow could help this nutrients or water value if we wanted to. That we can't change any of that for them. So the real big focus is what nutrients trees get from the sun. That's our first focus. So I'm just pointing out things as we go along here. So anyways, you got the tree, you got the core of the tree. It comes up here. It feeds this branch as it's a baby here. And if you were actually to kind of slice through all that stuff and look, it's really cool because this looks like a spindle as it comes to it looks like a corkscrew in a way, and so on and so forth. But it's got all its life and it grows. It's a tiny, tiny little thing when it first is starting here in the center, just like, because that's the branch, and as the tree grows, it's continuing to grow out its signal to the outskirts of the tree, and at some point it ends up meeting there. I don't know all the sciences on it. Anyways, it starts to grow itself out, and it grows itself out as a small size. As time goes on, you can see it's accumulated from a small size. At one point it got to this size, then to this size, then to this size, and then to this size, and now it's gotten up to this size here. Well, kind of on the same thing. It's going from it's kind of a pyramided shape in a way, a cone shape. And here also is kind of a cone shape, but it's coning out for a long time. The point of it would be way back that way. Point of it, maybe only right here. Point is, like you try to take this, even as a piece of wood that's been sitting here for a long time, and try to break this at all. That amount of shear strength, that right at that point there, is pretty big time. You just shit and pretty much hit my camera there, dude. What are you doing that for? Huh? There's a crow. I swear he shit right by the camera. Show you. Anyways. So part of the other thing I want to show you then is you get to see the age of the life, because it is a system of growing that circular pattern, the same as the tree that's going like this has a circular pattern, and we can count the age. It's the same way with that, with the branch of that style of a tree system. So that is the regular growing style of a tree. You know how God created them, how life is for them. That's where they originally come from. I talk about the sucker one. I'm not going to say anything about it right this moment, but I'm going to give another little lesson on the sucker branch. Maybe when I come across I got a good sucker branch couple in my truck there, or in my car there, so I can do up a video on those again if I haven't. But hopefully that's helpful, because they're eliminating this system. They're eliminating this, and they're changing it over to these other branches, and that's how you first notice is through the branch system. Secondly, they will actually start working in bigger chunks on the tree and eventually change that whole tree into a sucker tree. Are they supposed to be doing so many? Are they supposed to be are there too many of them? Huge questions. So, yeah, I'm just one guy, one researcher on this one in particular evolving, hopefully, topic and truth and reality about these guys. Is it a huge concern? I keep leaning towards I'm too afraid that it is a huge concern, but I don't know. I hope it isn't. But we need more people on the tree theory. Who cares about the beings, man? They're there. Once we get into the trees, they're going to start popping around more and stuff like that. They got a comfort zone that is starting to already change. So peace out from the Tin Man. Hope you're getting it. For me.